In the early days after the Great Flood, Noah's descendants began to repopulate the earth. They journeyed from the east and settled in a broad plain in a land called Shinar, where the soil was rich and the skies stretched wide across the horizon. The people were united in language, speaking with one voice, understanding one another perfectly. There was no confusion, no division, no need for translation, just pure unity. As they multiplied and built their lives, something began to stir among them, a sense of pride and ambition. It started as an idea whispered between builders and farmers, merchants and craftsmen. "Let us make bricks," they said, "and bake them thoroughly." And so they did. Instead of using stone, they used fired bricks. Instead of mortar, they used tar. Their technology was primitive, yet revolutionary for their time. Then came the great ambition. "Come," they said to one another, "let us build ourselves a city with a tower that reaches to the heavens, so that we may make a name for ourselves and not be scattered over the face of the whole earth." The proposal captured everyone's imagination. A city, grand and fortified. A tower so tall it would pierce the sky, not for worship or defense, but for legacy. They wanted permanence. They wanted to be remembered. They wanted to challenge the heavens. And in that desire, they tried to dethrone God without ever saying his name. Day by day, the tower rose from the ground like a mountain built by human hands. The sun caught the shimmering bricks, and the people praised their progress. Teams of workers toiled day and night, laying brick upon brick, hauling tar, organizing supplies, and calculating their upward ascent. It was a marvel of human cooperation. No wars, no disagreements. One people, one voice, one goal, to rise above the earth and touch eternity. But heaven was watching. The Lord looked down from his throne. The Creator, who had once formed man from dust and breathed life into his lungs, now saw that man, driven by pride, was attempting to climb back into heaven by his own strength. Not to worship, not to seek him, but to make themselves gods. In a voice that shook eternity, the Lord spoke. Words evolved, nations were born. And from the ruins of a dream, the world's diversity began. The place was named Babel, because there the Lord confused the language of the whole world. What had begun as a symbol of human greatness became a reminder of human limitation. The unfinished tower stood as a warning that no matter how powerful mankind becomes, it cannot replace the Creator. Yet even in judgment there was mercy. God did not destroy the builders. He redirected them, he did not silence them. He diversified them. The scattering would eventually fulfill his original command to fill the earth. Out of the fall of Babel would one day rise the many nations and peoples of the earth, and in time, through Abraham, the promise of redemption for them all. The tower, once meant to reach heaven, became a symbol of the divide between God and man, a divide that only God himself could one day bridge.